Elliot Wilson from Rap Radar. I get down for my craft.
New Orleans, make some noise. The legend, Lil Wayne. Hey man, welcome, brother. How are you?
I'm chilling. How you doing?
How does it feel, man? Carter 5, man. Carter 5, finally out to the whole world, man. With the vision that you wanted, you know, you took your time, like you went through everything you had to get to this point. You gotta be loving the reaction, man. Like you really were able to like deliver it your way, and it seems like it's really connecting to the people.
Yeah, before I say anything else, though, I must say thank you to every single soul in here. I appreciate it. I really do. I must also thank y'all for the support for the album. It was amazing. It is amazing. It's crazy. I had no idea to be this way. I thought I had a few people waiting for it to hear it. I didn't know I had the world waiting to hear it. I appreciate y'all. I swear to God.
Yeah. You doing numbers, Weezy. Like you always did numbers, but you doing numbers in this era. Like.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Here's the key though, like I think when a lot of people first heard, okay, Carter 5, like is this gonna be an album, it's gonna be old songs, like is it gonna sound like today? But I know what you really did was you really tackled taking some songs that meant a lot to you and really updating them. Can you talk about that process of like making timeless music?
That was the thing. That was actually the thing. The thing was, the music is almost 7 years old. And so it was almost like, you know, I even had to ask some of the artists, you know, are you okay with your verse? These people laid the verse down almost 4 years ago.
Man.
But we were saying things in the songs that was going on at the time. We might have said a name or something to where if you hear it now, you'll be like, who? Who was that? What was that? So that was a big, big issue, the music and the era and the time. The way we handle that is the artists I chose to be on the album at that time, even now, meaning I didn't have to change their verses, they didn't have to change their verses, and I didn't have to change any of mine. Maybe tapped around, switched a few lines, said a few things, turned they to the, it to of, those type of things. Other than that, the answer to the issue was timeless lyrics.
What are you most proud of about Carter 5 now that you, I mean, do you go back and listen to it? Like now that you got it done, like what are you most proud of it and what do you think makes it unique?
Heard it.
You haven't heard it?
I promise.
But what do you think makes this special in your catalog? Because I mean, you've had a lot of great albums. Like this is another one. Like, what makes this one unique and significant to your catalog?
Everything about it. Everything. The reality about it. The weight. The motivation. The you know what I mean. The feelings. The love. The pain.
Yeah.
Everything about it. The people on it again. The artists involved in it.
Yeah.
The producers. Them having to wait. You know, they could have gave that music away. Like, bro, I gave you a nice beat 5 years ago. You know, I mean, like, I could hear somebody else on that beat right now. But they stuck it out with me as well. So everybody who had anything to do with it, that's what means the most to me about that.
One producer you go real hard when you guys have a great chemistry, Swizz Beatz.
Yeah.
And it seems like that Uproar record is becoming its own sensation. Can you talk about like how that's become this viral, you know, challenge and like really has impacted people?
The thing is about a Swizz beat is it's the beauty after, because Swizz beats are so easy for me, meaning he give them to me that day. I probably do the song is probably finished the next day. I send it back to him for him to hear. He gonna do his thing to it, he gonna send it back to me, and it is what it is after that. So when he gave me Uproar, I did it that night, and I didn't even know if it was gonna go on the album, truthfully. And when he sent it back with a hook, I didn't put, I mean, obviously that was just some lines in the verse. He flipped it and made it a hook, and he made it a song, basically.
You even shot a visual now, right? So you really gonna push that record?
We shot it last night, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had the boy Shiggy in there, so you dance battling?
He crazy. No, we ain't battling. Ain't nobody can battle him. I ain't about to be battling. Yeah. He crazy, he turned it up. I thought it was just a special, honestly, I thought it was like one of Swiss nephews or something like that that he wanted to get a shot in the video. So he was like, you know, next shot, I'm gonna call you in. And so I was like, cool, I just know next when he called him in the shot, I'm gonna move to the right or to the left so the little homie could get his nice little solo shot.
Yeah.
He called him in, homie's shoulders went to moving. I was like, whoa, okay, I didn't know that's what he was about to come in here and do. So, so it was it's a nice little moment, nice video.
Yeah, speaking of great collaborations, another one that's really resonated is that Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
You and Kendrick Lamar.
Song, oh man, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. It seemed like you said you about painting a picture, and it seems like, it seems like you may be speaking from some real experiences. Like, where did that come from?
Again, I don't write anything down. When you write something down, you can tell a story. I mean, and you write it down, you can see you can read over what you wrote and yay or nay it and add this to it and add that to it to make it cooler.
Yeah.
When you come from here, you can't do nothing but tell the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, whether I was speaking truth or if that was a real situation or not, it's just facts.
Why did you try to tackle that concept in that sense, to take that song in that direction?
The beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beat, and the beat brings whatever comes out of me on the song.
One thing that was cool too is including the brother Triple X who passed away on the album.
Yeah.
Like, why was that important? Like, to include him on the project?
That was Max. That was my homie Mac, my big bro. That was his idea.
Mac Man?
Yeah, that was Mac's idea. He came to New Orleans probably. He came here to do something for like a day or two. He came back. He said, "I have something I want you to hear," and that was my first time hearing my mom on the song. So when he played that, then he played the song. He was like, "Okay, may he rest in peace." I didn't know. Y'all know I don't listen to nothing else but myself because I work too much. So I didn't know who Triple Extension was. Mac had to explain the whole story to me right then and there. I had to Google and all that, and I found out, figured everything out, and it was easy. It wasn't no such thing as yes or no. It was, let me get my verses together. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You mentioned your mom. Like, so much of your family's a centerpiece of the record, like including her so much. Like, did that develop even more than you originally thought it was going to be in terms of using her so much on the album?
I was skating the other day. I plugged my phone up to the thing and put the album on.
Yeah.
And as I was skating, I could hear her talking more in the album, and I was like, wow, I didn't know she did that many songs of that. I didn't know she was on so much of the album. So I still didn't hear what she said yet.
Yeah. But that intro you did hear, like, is it tough to hear, like, the emotion in that, like, in terms of?
Yeah, because my mom don't get into that type of stuff, you know what I mean? So she ain't about to be crying and all that. So as soon as I heard her voice crack, I couldn't listen to too much more.
Yeah, no, definitely. You probably enjoyed hearing your daughter, though. Originates on one of the records, Famous. Like,
who you think did it?
You said what? Say again?
Who you think put it together?
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
How did that come together? Like, for your daughter to be on your record?
That's simple.
No, but why was it right, like this song and the right feel of it?
Again, that song was probably about 4 years old, bro. So she probably was about 15. When you can hear it in her voice, she probably was about 15 or 14 when she recorded that. Yeah. So at the time, Miss Betty Wright, the great Miss Betty Wright, she works with me a lot in Miami, and she was working with my daughter, and she helped on that idea, and that's how that came about.
Yeah.
And I got the verses together.
One of the most pivotal songs, obviously, is the last song, Let It All Work Out. Let It All Work Out. I mean, on that song, we had always heard about a gun incident when you were a child, that you had shot yourself, and it seemed like with this song, there was a lot of speculation. It seemed like you brought real clarity to the situation. Can you talk about that?
It was about letting my mama know.
Say it again, I'm sorry.
It's about letting my mom know. It wasn't about letting people know and letting the listeners know.
Oh, she hadn't known till you made the record?
She hasn't known. We didn't sit down and talk about it. So the best way I can make it up is make it rhyme.
Yeah. And it was a situation where you was upset because she didn't want you to rap?
To rap, man. I love rap, man. I died for it, bro.
I mean, this is like 12 years old.
12 years old.
And then what, was it just an argument or something? Like, what led to
I didn't talk to her. I didn't talk. She was at work.
Okay.
Yeah. She was at work. She didn't know anything was going on. She came home. She got off of work and had to go to the hospital.
Damn. So was it just a thing that you knew that she wasn't going to support you on that dream at first?
My mom was strict. She is still strict. And, it was just, I'm very smart, thank God. And I was always, in a good school and things like that. And, you come from the places that we come from. shit, you got a smart son or smart daughter, and they doing the right thing. Boy, you ain't about to be rapping. You know what I mean? You about to be somebody. You about to be a lawyer. You about to be a doctor or something. You too smart. And I was more of, I am too smart. Can be a lawyer. I can be a doctor. But boy, if you let me be a rapper, I'm gonna be a doctor, lawyer, ass rapper.
Elliot Wilson from Rap Radar. I get down for my clan.